Assalamualaikum to my respected supervisor, Associate Professor Dr. Azadi Ali. My name is Amira Ilana binti Zulkifli. Currently, I'm doing the industry training at Jamal Amin and Partners branch Johor Bahru. Jamal Amin and Partners or JAP is one of the fastest growing second-tier audit firms after the Big Four firm. Not only that, JAP has global networking with international associates with Singapore, Australia, New Zealand and so on. In Malaysia, JAP has 8 branches of audit firms that can be found in Johor Bahru, Alor, Kota Baru, Kanga, Langkawi, Labuan, Kota Kinabalu and Penang with a workforce of 100 professional and semi-professional. The headquarters of JAP is at Setapak, Kuala Lumpur. The firm provides a comprehensive range of services to large, medium and small businesses to fit the demands of clients. JAP primary services include accounting, auditing and taxation. Accounting services includes complying and analysing transaction data to prepare general ledger, balance sheet, profit and loss statement, trial balance and fixed asset listing entries. The accountant used the UBS system in committed to ensuring that the financial statements are fairly stated. The next services are auditing services, which include checking financial report, conducting audit tests and finding, and producing an audit opinion report. Auditors are guided by professional standards that must be met in order to express an opinion as to whether the financial statements of the company are in compliance with Malaysian Private Entity Reporting Standard and the Companies Act of 2016. For taxation services, JAP provides tax advisory services. It comprises tax estimation, tax computation, tax consultation, and tax planning. JAP is assisting the client by identifying tax inefficiencies in the companies, after which they will recommend a structure that will minimize tax while also allowing for the efficient distribution of income. The branch where I did my industrial training was in JAP Johor Bahru. It has been in business since 2001 with Mr. Zaihan as the manager. JAP Johor Bahru has 3 departments, which are accounting department, audit department and tax department. Each department is handled by each staff member. The firm provides service majorly for small and medium businesses, but large business rarely get it because usually it will be handled by headquarters. During my 6-month internship at JAP, I worked on a variety of audit and taxation projects. I have been assigned to the audit department, so the main core job that I do is audit work. I am able to experience all of the job done in auditing. Started with a statutory audit that requires us to know how much a company is share, who are the members and directors of the company, detail on nature of business, which help us to understand client business and transaction that happen during the year. Not only that, we are also required to take all the documents extracted from the minutes book and SSM file related to the current year audit financial statement. Next procedure is preparing an audit planning memorandum, which from here, I am able to determine audit fees for the current year and planning materiality in choosing an audit sample. On the third step, I need to do an opening balance adjustment to make sure that the opening balance client followed the audited amount last year. If no, adjustment need to be made. Then, I proceed to edit the working income statement and working balance sheet as per client record. Step 4 is doing audit work for the lead balance sheet and lead income statement. So basically in this step, we are able to check if the transaction is valid or not. I need to get the supporting document from the coverage amount 60% to get the audit sampling. In doing the lead balance sheet, there is a confirmation letter that requires us to confirm the figure with the third party so that we know the client are not recreating or making fraud in their financial statement. In the meantime, adjustment or reclassification will occur due to something that is suspicious and from the supporting document that we possess. So, from all adjustment or reclassification made, we will edit back into working income statement and working balance sheet in the audited column. Step 5 is I need to do the tax audit provision for the current year, capital allowance of fixed asset and audited deferred tax. Step 6, where we continue by doing working cash flow. Step 7, I request a stat account from admin staff and edit it based on our audited work for the current year. A stat account is an audit report which explains the opinion of auditors regarding the financial statement. From the stat account, I need to do a summary review memorandum SRM which explain details of item in the balance sheet and also profit before tax so that client easily understand the audit report clearly where they are able to see the difference between current and previous year. Lastly, I need to double check all my working paper before passing them to senior auditor for her to review first because she will gather all the mistakes and provide us to correct back so we're not repeating the same error. After correcting all the misstated or misaction, we need to give it to the manager for last review. Then we are able to courier the working paper to headquarters in Kuala Lumpur, which the audit working paper need approved by the manager director, Mr. Aminuddin. Besides, I also get assigned to taxation work from my manager. So basically, I will do Schedule B, C, D, and E of tax computation. In Schedule B, I need to check the additional PPE from the supporting document to state the details of the transaction on purpose. Same goes with Schedule C, where I need to check the supporting document of company expenses to know the purpose of each transaction occur. Schedule D is the table of capital allowance and Schedule E for detailed information of hire purchase, building and renovation of the company. Next, I will explain the selected issue arise. In the mid-year of 2021, with Malaysia still under Government Movement Control Order MCO and working from home encouraged for the time being, COVID-19 cases are rapidly increasing. With this action, some sectors of the economy had to be shut down and those allowed to operate who is contribute to the necessity of daily life, such as food, mailing and pharmacy sectors. The virus of COVID-19 really changed everything in just a few days. The issues also arise during audit work. In the process of audit, fieldwork is one of the steps in the auditing process in order to discuss the findings arising in audit fieldwork and any recommendation for the issues that exist. Audit fieldwork will assist by audit team which is usually done on site. This can include interview as well as detailed testing or analysis of documents and transactions. However, since the outbreak of the pandemic, the audit work has stalled and not been left behind where the audit company cannot operate. This caused the time that should be short in completing the audit of a company to be more longer and more complicated. The operation of the firm also depends on the government, and company need to apply online formality to be able to operate legally. Due to various constraints, the auditor is unable to conduct fieldwork at the client location, resulting in audit quality deficiencies. When audit quality is low, it is difficult for people to retrust the audit firm. During my internship at JAP, the issue that I encountered was the COVID-19 outbreak changed the pattern of audit work, which affect auditing quality. This is one of the major issues I have discovered during my 6 months of industrial training at JAP. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, JAP need to apply the new audit norms which caused some issues between the client and the auditor. Firstly, fieldwork audit is one of the changes in audit work that cannot be performed during the pandemic. So, all the audit jobs are being done in office where clients submit all required documents for the audit and accounting process because they want to reduce risk in their workplace. Second reason is they use the services of JAP accountants and all of the documents are already in our office. So if I need other supporting documents during the audit, I will request them from outstanding matter through email. However, clients are sometimes late to respond and busy, causing them to delay in locating the document. It has an impact on audit quality because we have already set a reliable time to finish the audit and send it to the client, but it costs us to send it late because we are waiting for a pending document. Next, because of the MCO from June 2021, the JAP office need to close and all staff need to work from home. Audit jobs are also being affected since lesser job tasks are required for all staff. For example, state audit, which before MCO I was able to do in company secretary office, but since MCO I need to request the document by email and call if I have some queries. Besides, I find it 2 times slower than before to get client respond to supporting document. It is because all companies are unable to operate during the MCO that has been held for 2 months. It also results in lower revenue compared to before MCO, and lost companies will become more losful, which will have an impact on auditing quality because client will find it difficult to pay their audit fees. Lastly, communication during an audit is also important for a successful auditor because we need to build relationship in order for client to feel comfortable working with us. I have experienced clients that are reluctant to cooperate well with us. She complained to us about something that we not done and removed us as an auditor. It was not a shock since she also removed the best audit firm in Johor Bahru. Actually, this situation affected the audit quality of JAP reputation. I possess difficulty if the client is unwilling to cooperate, especially during this pandemic period when both parties must maintain good communication in order to maintain audit quality. It has been demonstrated that a lack of communication face-to-face and directly through WhatsApp application can have an effect on auditing quality nowadays because we cannot see people expression and cannot term someone moods through WhatsApp. Now, I will share my suggestion. From the issue before, regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, there is an issue of pending document in audit from which we are unable to form framework. My suggestion is that the audit firm can ask their client to use Google Drive to store all supporting document of business. As a result, the auditor doesn't need to ask client and client doesn't need to bother looking for the document. This method benefit both parties because work can be completed quickly and client can receive the best service possible. Auditor can also improve audit quality and consistency in audit implementation is critical to maintaining trust in the independent assurance they deliver. Working from home has its own set of advantage and disadvantage. To overcome the issue of document left in the office, which caused them to unable to complete it at home and provide supporting documentation to the auditor because of the MCO, they are able to come to office in an emergency and take a short time to take some document and bring them home. I believe this is an acceptable method because we do not involve others if we come alone with the manager permissions. Lastly, a lack of communication skills can have a negative impact on organization, especially since the pandemic. We have been forced to communicate via digital devices such as phone call, WhatsApp, and email. It reduced the amount of time we spend facing each other in order to keep everyone safe and prevent us from becoming infected with the coronavirus outbreak. My suggestion is that auditor make a new improvement in communication or discussion by scheduling a video call meeting through any meeting room such as Webex, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams. It is because when we only make phone call, we cannot see the people reaction and are unable to form a closer relationship with them in order to keep them using our services. Regarding the epidemic issues, I learned how to adapt to the current situation. Even though I am unable to perform audit in some way as before the pandemic, the additional knowledge and skills gained from the issue that I have been able to possess and experience is that as auditor, we must have a backup plan in place if any emergency occurs. For example, before MCO, auditors need to plan which company they need to focus first because the due date depends on the year end date. We need to smartly arrange planning in audits, especially when a company has only one staff member in every department, but they are able to handle their job perfectly. Next, I was able to add value in myself, even though I was unable to conduct audit fieldwork for all of the companies that I audited. I am grateful for my experience conducting audit fieldwork for government organisation. Despite the fact that I only do the vouching, I am able to learn and observe how other senior auditors perform their jobs in audit fieldwork. The issues that arise during the audit work, it boosts my communication and soft skills since I need to always improve and give the best in providing services to client. Every time I need to assign a job, it makes us need to communicate with the client comfortably so that the client feel at ease and happy with our services. Not only that, my soft skills also get added since I need to do my work independently and sometimes in a team. I am able to explore more about audit by having discussion as a team and critically thinking of the solution for the issue that arise during the audit job. Sometimes while doing an audit, I will get knowledge for accounting and tax even though I am not assigned to that job in real life. I am able to gain the knowledge to be kept as my guide for future work later. Overall, this coursework has helped me in gaining more knowledge and a better understanding of real work experience. Despite the fact that it is difficult due to the pandemic, as a result, it will be useful when I start working after graduation. Furthermore, in order to complete the task, I am required to complete the audit working paper independently and to discuss with the senior auditor whatever issue that I am unfamiliar with. Senior will demonstrate and provide better explanation in order for me to understand the issue and explain more about some related issues so that I can add that to my knowledge in auditing for other companies in the future. Teamwork also aided me in completing the task and reporting in a timely and effective manner. Sometimes I work on audit with other trainees, which allow me to discuss and share knowledge with them. Lastly, I am grateful for the industry training at JFP because it allowed me to experience new knowledge and develop myself with communication and soft skills. Thank you so much. Bye.